This is another Conversations with Satan. So, that same woman changed her profile picture after you seen the last video where she was talking about being different people, and then she started talking what seemed like some sort of code and talking about being different selves. And she said self-talk, note to self, and that is all over now. I think she was talking about code or something, so I said, hey. She said, hey, buddy, which is something they call me. And then she has a picture of a dog, so I say, how's it going? And she says, over it, and a dog. So I was like, over what? Over now? She said, so. Thinking a nap and walk. Found some bagels in my freezer. Thank you. You good, I hope? Do you believe in God or aliens? And all she said was, walkie talkie talk was all. Both. And just like the Venn diagram I showed you, there's been other people, at least 3 or 4, that have said brother to me. And that's not exactly common as you think. Watch this. The Illuminati, believe it or not, is known for saying brother to each other. The words of my brother can conjure in the mind a wide variety of subjects and connotations, but today I wish to restrict my remarks to what we as Freemasons call disinterested friendship. Don't let those words fool you. There is not one our brotherly love for one another. They're known for saying brother. How do I know if a Mason is a brother? Now, a lot of these people, which I have on video, which you'd have to watch all the other videos, like I needed to, and want to inspire you to do that. So I'm not gonna exactly say which videos have people saying brother in it. I will make one later, but I want you all to watch those videos and know that there's a bunch of people that, just like the Venn diagram I showed you last video, which I want you to watch, they're connected by these things I call common themes or similarities between them that don't link with any other human for the most part, and have multiple things that are in common at the same time as multiple things in common with each other. So if I could divide their conversations up into 10 parts, they'll all have like 2 to 8 suspicious things that they say, or like 20 to 80% of what they say is suspicious, and it all links with each other like a bunch of Venn diagrams. So they're all calling me brother. They're all insinuating that Jesus is Lucifer and Satan is Lucifer. They were all talking about the Illuminati's inner circle being after me. They're all talking, we and they. They were all talking about Christ consciousness. Some of them talked about we are all God, and a bunch of other things that are all common themes. How are they? How are a bunch of these different people all talking about the same things? And how are all of these things in the stores related to that? Where they want to pretend to be my dad online and offline. They're hunting me off and offline, targeting me off and offline, off and online. I mean, they're all related. How can I single-handedly prove that the Illuminati is real? Well, first I would have to find a way to connect all these people together, like the Zodiac Killer. What connects all these people? It's almost like they might as well all be wearing a gang tattoo, but that gang tattoo is metaphorical for the fact that they all say brother, or they talk about Jesus being Lucifer, Jesus being Satan. They all have like weird pictures. They'll all talk in a strange way. They'll insinuate strange things. They'll pretend to be Jesus or insinuate that they're Jesus. Um, they'll insinuate a bunch of strange things, and like I said, you would have to connect them. Like, imagine if there's a bunch of murders happening, and the murders were all different, but there was common themes. Because someone might say, "Oh, look at all these different conversations you had, and all these different videos, and all these different things placed around the store." Nothing wrong with that. It's normal. Just people placing stuff around the store and just like talking in weird ways. Weird ways. So what? They all have these kooky ways of believing in God. How do you know they're all related? Well, it's very. It would be almost impossible that like a bunch of these conversations are all the same. Jesus is Lucifer, especially if you count the fact that there's only so many people that I've talked to. I don't talk to millions of people. I don't talk to hundreds of people. I only talk to a couple people. I've talked to, well, maybe like under 50 people, and a bunch of them are saying Jesus is Lucifer, Jesus is Satan, talking about they know lizard people, talking about being lizard people. At least 4 of them talked about literally they admitted to being infiltrating aliens, and they admitted to being basically insinuating that they're lizard people, saying they are lizard people, or that they know lizard people, saying that Christ consciousness is a second coming. One person said, and another person talked about Christ consciousness and believing Christ consciousness, and talked about, and they all talk in like a we and a they, which is something that the Illuminati is known for. Is talking in a we and a they, and talking in the same my brother, and it's basically like it's almost like I gave them truth serum, where they can't help but to think that I'm gonna get amnesia, and which I've talked about in other videos, where I study them psychologically and I'm very close, I'm right next to them all day, and they talk to me in so many different ways where they think they're just invincible, and I don't want to hurt anyone, but I might have to, and I don't want to have to hurt them. And, so I need someone to really notice what I'm talking about and connect them through these common themes. I mean, it's the equivalent of if someone was spray painting all over town, but that there was like this red dot, um, that in all the paintings, and someone said, "Well, all these paintings are normal. That's just normal. It's just once in a while someone spray paint stuff." I mean, there might be an influx in the amount of an increase in the amount of things that people are spray painting. I'm saying no, they're all the same, and like that's for the stores, the comments. People saying that they're my dad on the comments. People, all the weird similarities. I mean, the common themes when it comes to the stores is that they always, all the things that are misplaced, I'd say 80%, even more maybe, of all the items in the stores that were misplaced, all were insinuating that I was a girl or a dog or a kid, sometimes even a baby, or that they were my parents, or gay, transgender. I mean, they have literally, like I told you, um, and I hope anyone can check out my pages here. So, and it is used everywhere for army talk, which can be conversed in walkie to talk. You got the idea. I was army talking. Stop, not picky. Now, this is thing where you did not want to bother people, so you said over and out. That is cool. Do you think aliens are God? Which types? She just said ETA, ETA, etc., etc. I think she was trying to say aliens are God. That's what I'm pretty sure she was saying. And then I said, what do you think of aliens? And like I said, both, brother. And that's how rare is it someone would say brother? The same person. Like I said, it's not just each person has one strange thing they're saying. Each person has a bunch of different things that they're saying crazy that all relate to a bunch of other things other people have said. Like I said, 20 to 80%, where it's like two people might be related with 20% of what they said, but a bunch of what they said relates to 100% of the other people. And in all sorts of different influxes of different percentages, and they all relate to each other like a giant Venn diagram of many, 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 many people. Like, well, because a bunch of people say my brother. Just because she says my brother, that's what happens once in a while. I'd say what are the odds as within the first 50 people on Facebook I've talked to, but at the same time, it's like she's also insinuating. She also said she has different selves. She also insinuated that she was Jesus in the last video. So she's insinuating she's Jesus. She's talking your brother. She says she's different people, and she's talking some weird code. And she's basically saying that aliens are God. So that's already like 80% of what she's saying is suspicious, and also links to 100% of the other people. So I'd say that's 100% that she's 100% of them. Do you know what that means? That means that they're not aliens and they're not gods. They're demons that I don't know what to do with. Because you know who I am. And O and O. Look at this. What do you think of aliens? O and O. I was just saying that not to bother people too much with more of my posts. O and O. But I'm around. Kind of like 10-4. Over and out. Wink. Or what's your 20? And down here, etc., etc. So, what do you think of aliens? See what I mean? It's like I could kind of tell what she was doing over and out. Um, hmm. Oh, do you believe in God or aliens? Oh, and oh. Do you think aliens are gods? ETA, ETC. That's just 6 o'clock, but that's nothing to do with walkie-talkies. And it's used everywhere for army talks. I'm not really sure about that. I mean, even if it was, then 3, and then 3, then 7. 7, 7, 7. I mean, it's one of those things where they want me to think 777, but that's the thing I kind of. It's one of those things where sometimes stuff like that happens, and that's the thing that people say is, "Well, are you sure it's just like some stuff that happens, or is there something going on?" Um, where there's a bunch of strange things that happen to me, and she has seven um smiley faces, but six of them. See how that's it's six of them that are the same, and one of them's different, and the first one is different. Now that what she's trying to say is that that six God is six, or aliens are six, and I'm the one. That's what, or that they're all one. I'm pretty sure it's the first one. That's what they're trying to insinuate with this conversation, and it's a very suspicious thing that they're all doing here. And I would hope that anyone watching my videos can please check out my page and know that there's so many ways I can prove that they're all targeted. Not just online, not just offline, not just with civilians, not just even with the store workers that I've proven that are messing with me because they arranged a bunch of girl clothes that said it's lucky blessed to be a girl in the guy aisle where I get my clothes. And then, so the store clerks are involved too. It's not just government people; it's actual civilians, and they walk amongst. It's not just. I mean, if I'm sitting here, someone might say, "Oh, so you're trying to say that it's the government around you?" No, I'm saying actual real civilians that you could probably that literally have social security numbers. Um, and then, so do you know what that means? That's the thing. What I study, I lured them out on purpose. Like I said, if you watch my full videos, using psychological mentalist, hypnotic techniques, taking advantage of their psychology, their perceptions, their thoughts, what they do, what they don't do, and knowing everything about them, using my Jesus Christ knowledge about everything, in order to get them vindictive enough and angry enough and bitter enough and scared enough where they are addicted to this energy that I knew they were addicted to. And in order for them to feel happy, they have to give me evidence. And they also think that they can switch places with me if in these weird ways. Because I don't know, you'd have to watch all my videos. But either way, if you don't want to think that that's true, that's fine. But I actually can prove it if you look at all my other videos, which is what they try to do, because they want me to think that I'm Lucifer and I'm the son of Lucifer and I'm a girl, and they want to say they're Jesus, and it's this weird thing that's going on where all you have to do is believe. It doesn't matter if I'm Jesus or not as much as it does proving that they're real. I mean, these people are taking up votes and resources and hurting people, and I'm not saying that every single person that hunts me and targets me and is one of them has like people in their basement or molests or tortures people, but they would want to. And it's the higher ones that they're connected to that almost feed them and something like that, like keep them sustained, keep them happy, where they're connected. They're a hive mind. Now, if I connect them, I can prove that these people are all connected in some sort of weird, strange hive mind. Now, what is a hive mind? Like a beehive, a reptilian hive mind. That's what they are. Blizzard, fourth dimension. That's what they're known for. Hive mind. They're known for us being the Nephilim in the Bible. They're known as being the dragon, the serpent in the Bible. That's these people, basically. Reptilian New World Order. I mean, they're known for being pedophiles and drinking blood, and they can shapeshift to the human eye. There's so many ways I could prove that this is real. And it's all linked to me. Now, I'm basically trying to lure them out so that they will tell the government about me being real, and I even tried posing as one of them, hoping that they might tell the government that I'm real and try and blame it all on me, because that's the one thing that they always want to do. They always want to make me look like one of them and make me as bad as them. So I'm hoping that I can further, and I want to be able to prove it with footage, and be able to prove my innocence and their guilt, and hope that whatever happens happens, and hopefully everyone will be okay in the end after punishment. Um, that they will understand that I am not a lizard person. I am not one of them. Those are not paid actors. They're not God. They're not angels. They're what's called the Nephilim. They're known as lizard people, and they're trying to torture and take over the world and implement a fascist new world order. And they've been infiltrating humanity for a long, 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 long time, and the Earth isn't as old as people think, and a lot of science and facts aren't real, and people are so brainwashed and dumbed down that no one would ever really understand what it would really take to step outside the box, think creatively, and take a trip down the rabbit hole and understand that, I mean, at this point, you might as well say, like, half of Miami isn't real. It's just not real. Not in the way you think it is, at least. And it'll feel now, there's backup to this claim. There's so much backup. And if you look at the quotes by Edward Bernays, he implies there's a shadow government. And if you look at a Canadian defense minister talking about aliens, he implies there's aliens everywhere, and that the true number of aliens can't be announced because it'll freak them out. And he talked about a cabal, a deep state cabal, and seems to know about them and thinks that the public should know. And there's so many other people that came out and said that there's something going on with infiltrating aliens, and that it all links to the Bible being real, and that they're fallen demonic angels, and that the Nephilim. Chinese dog. Someone saw a Chinese dog in back to me. Now the Nephilim, human hybrid. I mean, that's one of the things that they're known for. Supposedly, is mating with humans. But these people don't look that much different. That's the thing. And they're also known for shapeshifting. And then that guy over there said, I heard about that. See how they talk to me? They're not joking. They actually try and talk to my inner monologue. And Nephilim was a hybrid created by an angel and a human. They're not angels. That's the thing. People don't understand what they really are. Um, you know, lizard people. A bunch of different theories about them. Shapeshifters is what they are. Shapeshifters are real. And a shapeshifter means you don't see them. Means you can't see what they really look like. Um, and what they are is 666. And now these are their signs and codes they do, like a secret infiltrating group, where it's like a secret gang. You know, Bloods wear red, Crips wear blue. Biker gangs wear those their colors on them or their flags or something. I mean, they are in the process of trying to make the world accept a satanic, evil culture that influences people and takes over their free will by making them dumb and addicted to technology. It makes them dependent on the government and the protection of others, and they take over the protection, and then they're in power and they want to control laws, and they're addicted to fear and control, and this is what they're doing. I mean, what are all the odds of this? These are what called common themes. The similarities. They all do this. I mean, it's one of things where why? Why do they do that? No one knows. But they all do it. It's like seeing a secret gang and opening up your eyes and be like, whoa, what's really going on here? That's everyone that's famous, basically. Like, basically, almost every single person. I know a lot of them have repeated a little bit, but if you really look, not as much as you think. So that's another Conversations with Satan, where I explain the common themes between these people and how they all link up and names that they're all a reptilian hive mind that is targeting me and trying to make me into a baby little girl dog and make me sin and get rid of me and shut me up and basically blacklist me from even the internet. And I have evidence to prove that they've tried to blacklist me from even the internet. What I need from someone is to look into what's going on with me and help me prove that this is real. And there's another couple of people that I'm still talking to that are still trying to insinuate that they're Jesus and God, trying to make me think that I'm not really Jesus. So I need someone to actually investigate me. And if someone can investigate me, investigating them, they'll be investigating them. So, please warn every single person that you know and send these videos out to everyone.